gosh, I may not have enough for this. Thankful that we had an emergency fund. I was like, well, this is why they always push to have an emergency fund. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a different location. I am here. You guys are doing well. 2024, I am focusing on basically creating a budget. I'm focusing on not even creating a budget this year. I created a budget this year. It hasn't been set in stone, but I'm working. It's a work in progress. So I created a budget where I'm going to just have more control about like the money that we have, and let's have more control on how my money is being spent. And the area of focus is on food, groceries, because I find, I need chapstick, my lips are dry. I find that with grocery, with food, I'm just more lenient about how much I spend. And I shouldn't do that because it's still money being spent, right? It's still money leaving the account. So I still need to pay attention to that. And that was the main reason why I decided to budget this year, with food at least, right? But I wanted to get into this video, talk a little bit of finance. I majored in economics, economics, whatever. But I'm an econ major and an English major, so I love anything relating to money, anything relating to managing money, anything relating to just money in general. I do not love money, but I do love what money offers to people. So the goal of money, essentially for me, is to have it work for me. I want money to work for me. Money is my employee. You have to work for me. And I'm not a bad employer, but I need money to work for me, to make returns for me. That's the goal of money for me. I said for me for a lot in this video. But before I start, I just want to mention I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not a financial advisor. These opinions, all the opinions that I'm giving you on here are just based on my experiences. And if you're looking for real financial advice, please go to a financial advisor and pay for that. But things that I'll be mentioning in this video is just basically knowledge, head knowledge, stuff that I feel like everybody should know and what has helped me. By the way, my mom was an accountant. She's now retired. So a lot of the money habits that I have came from my mom, specifically because she is so good at managing money. I look at that lady in awe, like she's a super woman in managing money. But I will give you briefly my background on why I came to this point. So when I was younger, my mom would like put money, I guess I was 9, 10. My mom would put money into Christmas cards or birthday cards and give it to us, right? And she would say, hey, Merry Christmas, happy birthday. And the running joke in our household, you open the card, you see money, you're like, hey! You rejoice over the money first, and then you read what's written in the card, which is not the right thing to do, but as kids, that's what we did. So that used to happen to me when I was about 9, 10. Around age 11, I then realized that, listen, when I get this, I'm expecting money every birthday, and without fail, my mom gave me money every birthday, without fail. Even to this day and age, she still does that. If she gives me a birthday card, she'll put money in it, happy birthday. She does that to her grandkids. She has about 5 grandkids. She does that to all her grandkids. So it's a way of kind of getting your kids, I would say my mom did it for us, to just try to get us used to having money, right? And to build a great relationship with money. And to tell you the truth, today I have a great relationship with money. Sorry, let's rephrase that. I have a good relationship with money. Not great. No one has a great relationship with money, because if you did, you would be Warren Buffett. But we're not all Warren Buffett. So there's a reason why there's 1%, the 1%ers, right? Why they're the richest, right? But just going back, she just wanted us to have a great relationship with money. And so when you start a kid off with learning how to manage money, how to like just understanding money, they will grow up to be they'll grow up to have a better relationship with money than somebody that didn't have money all of a sudden just got a whole busload of money and then don't know what to do about it. So she did that for a reason, and that's to have us form a great relationship with money. So fast forward to today, I do that with my kids. My mom gives them money, like they expect it every birthday. They know they're getting money. Oh, birthdays come, I'm getting money. And sometimes Christmas, but birthdays, I'm getting money. And they know if they do chores around the house, they get money for that. If they do like miscellaneous things, they get paid for that. And so what I try to teach them is to have a great relationship with money, knowing that yes, you have that money, that tangible money in your hand, but the way you manage that tangible money determines how wealthy you get in the future. I try to get them to spend money, but spend it in a wise way. And that wise way means deciding what's a want and what's a need. So a lot of the things that they buy now is a want, right? It's because I want this toy, I want this car, I want this like toy car, I want this. And it's like getting them to think, okay, you buy this frivolous toy, it's gonna break in a day or two. That means you just took that $9.99 and you just took it and opened the window and just threw it out the window, because essentially what you're doing when you're not purchasing or thinking about your choices of purchase, essentially what you're doing is just taking money and throwing it out. What does a healthy relationship look like, right? What's a healthy relationship with money, right? Having a spending plan, that means like a budget or a plan for where your money is gonna go, kind of like treating your money like your employee, right? Telling it where to go. Hey, I want you some to go here in the stock markets. I want you to make a certain amount of money for me. Hey, I want you to go to a high yielding savings account because I want you to make money there. Like just telling your money what to do, how to make more money for you. That's what having a spending plan is. And it's also feeling good about money you earn. So if you are like somebody who is working full time and you're earning a salary and you're doing the work, but you feel like the work that you're doing, you're not being rewarded, right? Financially for the work you're doing, you're not going to feel good about that. You're going to want to get something better. So just having a healthy relationship with money includes feeling good about the money you're earning, you're bringing home. It matches with the work that you put in and the input that you put in into that work, right? So it says also having a strong savings plan or like an emergency fund. Oh my gosh, last year 2023, maybe many of you don't know this, but it was a year where like there was no money coming in. We're living straight off our savings. Thankful that we had an emergency fund. I was like, well, this is why they always push to have an emergency fund. We were living off our emergency fund. I realized at that moment the importance of an emergency fund. Have a good relationship with money means that you have a savings plan, you have an emergency fund, and no, $1,000 was not enough monthly for emergency fund. Like, you know how they tell you save at least $1,000 in your emergency fund? No. If you're an actual adult who have kids, you have mortgages, you have cars, $1,000 is not enough to have your emergency fund. Please have at least 3 to 6 months worth of emergency funds. And how you would calculate that is just monthly go through your bills, your car notes, your mortgages, your utilities, food, grocery, food list. Go through that list and figure out how much you spend a month on that. And what I would do when I do that, I round it off to the nearest 100 and just add additional to that. That's how much you would need to save per month for your emergency fund to have something to sustain you, right? So that's my deal. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, take it or leave it, but that's what I did. Also, having a great relationship with money means, or healthy relationship with money means, you're living debt-free or you're actively paying off debt. So having debt, I thank Jesus, student loans have been paid off. The only debt that I have on me is my car notes, and I guess the mortgage, but that's about it. It's still debt, right? So we're actively paying on that, but it's still debt. It's like it's normal debt in America, right? Being able to purchase things without feeling guilty, without saying, oh my gosh, am I taking away from my groceries or my food savings. If I spend this, if I buy this, it's just having a healthy relationship with money means you can go to the grocery store, buy things and not feel guilty for buying those things. Again, you have to also have the mindset of like, do I need this or do I want this? It's just, all those go hand in hand, right? So having an unhealthy relationship with money, according to Clever Girl Finance, means impulsive shopping, like going out, seeing a shoe that you like and say, oh, I'm buying this, and I'm guilty for that. I do that. It's something that you have to be very disciplined about, and I do that in areas of food, and that's why I said that's my weakness, areas of food. So I do impulsive shopping in areas of food, and I need to stop that. Clothing, I'm good with that. Shoes, I'm good with that. Anything that's materialistic, I'm good with that. Like you will not catch me slipping in impulsive buying unless I need it. But when it comes to food, I don't know what it is. I'm like a foodie. That's my vice. So I gotta be disciplined in all areas. Just because it's food, it doesn't mean that it's not bad. It's still bad. Money's still going out of my accounts. So impulsive shopping is a sign of an unhealthy relationship with money. Maxing out credit cards. Maxing out your credit cards. Like, okay, you have a $14,000 balance and you're basically using the whole $14,000. Like, that's not good. That's not good. Avoiding managing your finance. So basically you are just using your card to just buy. You're not keeping track of your balances. You're like buying things with your debit card. You're not keeping track of your balances. Basically not managing your finances well, not telling your money what to do. That's bad. That's an unhealthy relationship with money. So refusing to talk about money or refusing to seek financial support. If you think about it, if you're refusing to talk about money, meaning you know you're spending like a crazy amount of money and you refuse to go and check the balance, or you refuse to like adhere to advice that will help you to manage your finances, all those things, that's not like, how's that helping you? Don't do that. Being afraid to spend money even on necessities. So if you're afraid, like you need food, you need water, you need shelter, if you're afraid to spend money in those areas because, oh my gosh, I may not have enough for this, you know you have an unhealthy relationship with money. So my thing this year, I realized my problem or my issue is, my issue is with buying food, right? And not having a plan or budget. Just spending frivolously. When this runs out, go buy it. When this runs, not really like, okay, this is how much you have per month. And if you exhausted that amount, then you have to just wait till next month. And that's what I'm being strict on myself this year about. And I've now started keeping my receipts. I started like calculating because I kind of like, December was my trial month where I just spent as usual. And then I saw how much I spent and I said, okay, divide that by 2, and that's how much I spent in this month. That's how I created my budget, seriously, for food.